And now you're a shark.
I'm a shark.
How does that feel?
At heart, I'm a dolphin. So I'm a friendly shark.
Can you recall any family activities or memories that you did together?
So one of my happiest memories is हमारे घर में वो blue color का toaster आया था. हमने 2 toast लगाए थे.
How do you unwind? How does the tired, hungry man unwind with family?
As soon as I reach home, we have dinner together. So 7:30 we have dinner. Then I play with the kids for an hour.
If you could teleport anywhere for a holiday right now, where would it be?
Goa. I love Goa.
If your sons planned a holiday for you, where do you think they would take you?
They will take me to London for them, not for me. They love going to the Harry Potter
studio.
Yeah.
If Veeba made a holiday-themed sauce, what would it be called?
Christmas in a bottle.
Hello and welcome to Club Mahindra presents Magical Memories in association with the Indian Express. Today we have a very special guest with us. His story is as saucy as the flavor he creates. Please welcome founder and MD of VRB Consumer Products, Veeba and Walk Talk, Viraj Bahl. Viraj.
Hi Khyati, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to get to know you and all the magical memories behind your journey and everything basically that you can share with us.
Let's get started.
So to begin with, you have a 1,000 crore worth company. You've been named Entrepreneur of the Year. You're also now a shark on Shark Tank India. When you look back at your journey, is there one defining moment that stands out?
Not one defining moment. And first of all, thank you. I had never put all of that together in one line. So thank you for saying that. Not one defining moment, but a lot of small moments, came together to be where we are at right now.
How would you define the journey?
Blessed. I think if I had to sum it up in one line, God has been really kind to me. Yeah. That's I know it's a business show, but yeah, God has been really kind to me.
Well, do you think your leadership style has changed from when you started to where you are now?
Completely changed. And I think, for every founder or everyone, when I started out, I was like, jisko kehte na, complete hustler. I was hustling all the time. And, hustling is really good and very important, but I'll share an unpopular opinion. A founder needs to stop hustling after a particular size. Maybe it's 100 crores, 200 crores, because after a 200, 300 crore revenue, you need good quality talent to work with you.
Yeah.
And good quality talent will never be happy with a guy who's always hustling. It's very difficult to work with an erratic guy. Today I want to do this, tomorrow I want to do that. So you need to be a bit more organized for a startup to become an organization.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do you find that balance? How do you tell yourself, okay, now I need to take it easy?
I don't take it easy at all.
You don't?
No, not at all. I can't take it easy. I think I'm built that way. I can't take it easy.
Yeah.
But what I have to see, it's always easier to do it yourself than ask someone to do it. But you have to get used to someone else doing it, and maybe their pace is not as fast as yours. But if you've hired right, they're better than you in any case, right? So let them do what they're doing and be patient, see what's happening, and only then intervene. Don't be that nitpicking, always trying to interfere kind of a founder. It doesn't work in the long term.
Okay. And how did you get to that point?
I evolved. It wasn't that I woke up one morning and I said, okay, today. I evolved slowly as the talent that we started hiring became better and better and better. And I've said this many times, I'm really proud of the fact that every HOD of VRB is better than me at their jobs. If they weren't better than me at their jobs, then I am not a good leader of the organization. Vision is mine, dream is mine, but people who are executing it, they're much better than me at their jobs. And I have no sharam or qualms of saying something like this, because it's one of my biggest achievements that people better than me are running this company.
Wow, that's very inspiring actually to hear that. A lot of people, no one says that. I've never heard anyone say that before. It's a very practical thing to happen, but a lot of people take pride on only themselves. Haan, maine kiya hai sab. It's because
I
of
am
me.
very clear. It's not. No, it's not. Not at all. So I'll tell you something. I shut a business before this, and my working style or my passion of working or my long working hours there was no difference in my failed business and this. So I am clearly not the reason of the success of this business. If I was the only reason, and I'm not saying this to sound humble also, to be very honest, but you know, it was the world explained it to me that if you were the only reason, even your last business would have been successful. The fact that it was not successful, it was a big failure, that means I cannot be the sole reason of success of this. I'm the only common factor in that failed business and this.
And now you're a shark.
I'm a shark.
How does that feel?
At heart, I'm a dolphin. So I'm a friendly shark, and it is an amazing feeling. I mean, for any founder in India, you ask them, I mean, every one of us wants to be a shark. Again, I was really lucky to get that opportunity, and it was amazing. And my friends who know me, I'm a really proud Indian. For my takeaway from the Shark Tank India series was that we had founders from remote parts of the country. They were no longer only metro founders. So it's such a proud feeling to see a founder from Darbhanga pitching. It was amazing. And can you imagine how well or how widely accepted entrepreneurship is today?
Yeah, it wasn't like that a few years ago.
It wasn't.
And then you chose sauces.
I chose sauces. Yes.
Why sauces?
So why sauces? The industry was dominated by tomato ketchup, hot and sweet sauce, mayonnaise, little bit of mustard, and frankly, I can't think of a fifth sauce. Yeah. Maybe here and there some small flavors like a sandwich spread or something. But I wanted some, Southwest Chipotle, sweet onion. I wanted mint mayonnaise. I wanted a large range of. I wanted a tandoori mayonnaise. It wasn't there. So I thought, in all my wisdom, if I'm looking for it, someone else might be also looking for it, and that's how the idea of doing sauces came.
And it's named after your mother.
Yes, my mother and father also ran a food business. So a lot of my, my inspiration at work comes from my mother. My mom, she was, or she is, I mean, she's retired now, but when she was at work, she worked like how I worked diligently, making lists. Every day I would see her coming to the office and making aaj ye kaam karna hai. So I learned a lot of that. It's a son's way of thanking his mother for teaching him whatever she's taught.
That's
not
so
only
beautiful.
in work, but all around.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Coming to your family bonding and childhood.
Yeah.
You were born in Delhi.
Yes.
You grew up in Delhi.
Yes.
How was that like? Was your childhood filled with holidays, family holidays?
I am very lucky in life in that ways. First of all, I was born into a very middle class kind of a household with low economic means, but I was lucky enough to see the journey of my parents working hard at their business and our our life improving. Suddenly the घर में एक AC से दो AC हो गए, एक कार थी, दूसरी कार आ गई. So though I was born in a very middle class household, I saw my parents' hard work directly improving our lifestyle, and that is one of my founding principles: is the harder you work, the better your life becomes. And that has stayed with me. So I did not know I'm learning or I am fascinated by entrepreneurship. I was fascinated with मेहनत का फल मीठा होता है, which is our tagline today. मेहनत का फल Veeba होता है. And I saw the journey of a middle class household becoming a rich household. And then my parents, after eventually being rich, I had that comfort कि यार कुछ नहीं हुआ, वो तो है ही ना, संभाल लेंगे, मेरे को खाना तो दे ही देंगे.
उनको मेहनत का फल भी मिला, like you said. Did you can you recall any family activities or memories that you did together?
So one of my happiest memories is हमारे घर में वो blue color का toaster आया था, हमने 2 toast लगाए थे. And we have taken holidays, but we've never traveled abroad. एक बार शिमला गए थे, एक बार डबचिक नाम का एक midpoint है between Delhi and I think Delhi and some other big hill station. वहाँ गए थे. So there were no holidays, but it was such a, I am forever in awe of my parents that they gave us such a happy household, such a happy upbringing, even when they did not have the means to do it. And later when the means came, it was like a household of plenty. So my first foreign trip, I worked in the merchant navy. So my first foreign trip was when I joined the vessel in Hong Kong. So I remember clearly excited about sitting in an aeroplane, going, taking off. It was a really exciting feeling. So I was 17 at that time. And so, that was my first foreign trip. That was my first time in an aeroplane.
How was that like?
Amazing, amazing.
Did you explore the places around? Did you get a chance when you were there?
So, when you're sailing in Merchant Navy, what happens is you visit almost like so many countries.
Yeah.
But you get only a few hours to, otherwise you're working. It's not a holiday, right? You're not on a cruise ship.
What was the recent holiday that you took with your family?
Last holiday I took was my elder son, Rajveer. He got selected for some course at some competition at Yale University.
Oh, wow.
So we went. So instead of him going alone, he's 13 years old, so we could not send him alone.
Yeah.
So the full family, me, my wife Ridhima, Rajveer, and my younger son Ranveer, 4 of us went. We made a holiday out of it. वो पढ़ता था दिन में हम घूमते थे. So it was a 7-8. So my last holiday was in New York, Yale, right? Like 2 hours from New York.
How was that like?
Amazing. And I was like, wow, man, this kind of education, So I was kind of manifesting that. And that is when you realize you've become old. You're not manifesting it for yourself anymore. You're manifesting it for your kids. And then it really dawned on me. I was telling Ridhima, hum to buddhi ho gaye, So,
what kind of activities do you do when you go on holidays with your family now?
So we do a little bit of sightseeing. I like to take 10 to 12 days off in a year for a holiday.
Yeah.
Little bit of sightseeing and little bit of enjoying so if you go to London, we'll also enjoy the vibe of the city, right? It's not about going and seeing, the Kohinoor Diamond or the Big Ben, but just enjoying or absorbing the city. And that's where because of business reasons, I would spend a lot of time in their department stores, trying to get an idea of how FMCG works there. And I get a lot of my ideas like that also. But I have to tell you this, as I'm so proud as an Indian, every trip, I've always carried back sauces. This time when I was in New York, we went to 2 stores, a Walmart and, I'm just blanking out on the name, one of the most innovative stores of the US. And I came back without sauces. And I came back and I stepped out of the store and I told Ridhima, can you imagine? Today, Veeba is doing more innovation than all the sauces available inside these 2 stores. Mm-hmm. So as an Indian, I felt proud that finally we've reached a place where I don't have to carry back sauces. Our sauces or Veeba sauces are way ahead of the sauces available there.
Wow.
So it felt so nice and my wife was very happy कि इस बार कोई sauce के bags इकट्ठे करके नहीं लाने पड़ेंगे.
I think it comes naturally to you because your business is about sauces, to go and see what kind of sauces other countries have. But when you're on a holiday, how do you completely just unwind and not think about work? Is that possible?
No, it's not possible. You're always thinking about work. And even my kids, they're only like 13 and 10.
Yeah.
And even they understand a lot of business now because you're always talking about it. But, my elder son, 13, he's like a teenager. He can barely tolerate me now. But my younger son still loves me. So I get to spend a lot of time with my kids.
Yeah.
It's a lot of family time in that sense. Even if you're not doing anything, even if you're just going for a burger, or even if I'm going for a department store visit, my kids come with me. So even they're excited. And, so this time I had gone for a work trip to Dubai and the kids came with me. And we were just walking around in a store in Mall of Emirates and we saw a department store. So obviously we went inside. And then there was this whole rack of Veeba products. Can you imagine my happiness of, priceless? And then my son starts dancing, Veeba, Veeba, Veeba. I was so embarrassed. I was like, I hope we dekh na le or video na bana le. So I had to calm him down. So my philosophy in life is, एक founder की जिंदगी में, the family plays the most important role. So, imagine I'm sitting here smiling, talking to you. I'm taking decisions throughout the day. I'm leading from the front. But the tired, angry, hungry man that reaches home, the family has to deal with that. And, support that person. When I'm grumpy or when I'm, at my lowest lows, at work, I'm still leading, right? But so the role that the wife or the spouse, not only the wife, if the woman is the founder, then the husband, the role that the spouse plays in a founder's journey is so important that I can't tell you. I mean, I get a lot of my strength for doing what I do from my wife doesn't work at VRB, but you know, in my head, there is just no doubt that this journey or this success is our joint success, because she looks after everything else so that I can look after this.
Absolutely agree with you. I think it's like a teamwork.
Absolutely.
Not just at work, but also behind the scenes. You need a teamwork to make this work.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you go back, the tired, hungry man, how do you unwind? How does the tired, hungry man unwind with family? Do you do any special activities? Maybe
I'm how do I say, I'm bound by the clock. I work. I even at home. So I reach home at about 7:30. So 2 hours are with the family. So as soon as we go, as soon as I reach home, we have dinner together. So 7:30 we have dinner. Then I play with the kids for an hour. Then we send the kids to their bedrooms to sleep. And then I go to my home office from 9 to 9:45 or so. I'll check all my emails so that when I come home the next day, I don't have any emails to attend to. And then me and my wife start watching. Well, we were reading books. Unfortunately, now we've shifted to OTT. So from 9:45 to 11, we are, watching something, some show or the other.
Yeah.
And these days our show is, we're watching it with the kids. So it's before 9:45. We're watching Modern Family with the children.
Oh, that's a
So
lovely
we've
show.
seen it. So the kids are repeating it with us.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so we watch TV together. We play together like that. Sometimes we actually play cricket in the evenings.
Nice.
Bedroom cricket, not like fancy cricket.
I thought like proper outside jacket.
Bedroom cricket.
Is that the similar kind of activities that you do on holiday as well?
We don't carry our bat and ball, so there's no bedroom cricket, but we'll play Uno. On holidays, we actually, for some reason, end up playing Uno. My son carries his chessboard, so sometimes we play chess on the holidays because there's time, you can do stuff.
Yeah.
So my formula is that any city that I go to, it should be minimum 5 days. So if you're doing a 10-day holiday, only 2 destinations. So 2-3 hectic touristy things, and remaining time you're just chilling with the family.
And who plans this? You plan it, or?
I don't plan it. It just happens. No one planned it.
I think that's a nice way to go on a holiday.
Yeah,
just relax and go.
Sometimes you go on a holidays, or sometimes I see my friends going on holidays, 10 days, 4 destinations, you're packing, it just gets too much.
Those Euro trips, especially, it's very hectic.
Yeah.
It was lovely getting to know about your holidays and the activities that you like to do to unwind. Now we have a game called Club Mahindra Jet Set Go. It's a rapid fire.
Right.
I'll ask you a few questions. Make your answers short and rapid and have fun.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. If you could teleport anywhere for a holiday right now, where would it be?
Goa. I love Goa.
If you could take a road trip with any 3 people, living or dead, who would they be?
Actually, my close friends. I mean, I would want the road trip to be comfortable and relaxing. I will not be able to relax, so I'd just take it with my friends.
Okay. If your sons planned a holiday for you, where do you think they would take you?
They would take me to London. Because of the Harry Potter museum. They will take me to London for them, not for me. But they love going to the Harry Potter studio. Yeah.
Would you rather have a holiday with no Wi-Fi or no luggage?
No Wi-Fi, definitely.
If Veeba made a holiday-themed sauce, what would it be called?
Christmas in a bottle.
If you had to spend a holiday stranded on an island, which 3 things would you want with you?
Food, phone, and not a thing but my wife.
If you could take one shark with you for a survival game on a deserted island, who would it be and why?
Namita.
Why?
Favorite shark. I get along really well with her. We can talk endlessly and I'll never get bored.
Last question. What's one thing you have learned as a shark that helps you plan better holidays?
As a shark, I think I've learned to take more time off. So the more time I take off, the better holidays I can plan. And
Nice. Well done. That was a really fun rapid fire.
Rapid, yeah.
It was very rapid. Thank you for
Thank
keeping it
you.
rapid. So now we have another game called Club Mahindra Flashback Frames. We'll show you a couple of photos from your holidays and you tell us some nice story behind
देखो
that.
holidays 2 ही हैं, तो सारी photos चलो ठीक है try करते हैं.
So this is the first photo with your wife and your sons. Where was this taken?
So this is near the Buckingham Palace Gardens in London. Yeah.
What was happening?
We found a millennial or a Gen Z person to take our family photo together. And I remember she took it from 20, 30 different angles. And these are the best photos of the family we have. So they clearly know how to take photos.
Can we have the next picture, please? Oh,
Nice.
Where is this photo and who's in the photo?
So this is my mom, dad, both my sons. It is my elder son's birthday and he's sitting down.
Okay.
And my two nieces and my wife. And we are cutting his birthday cake at a hotel in Delhi.
And what's happening? Any other fun story? Like, do you often get together?
Yeah, like 23rd of July is my elder son's birthday, and 24th of July is my mom's birthday. So usually we celebrate both their birthdays together. So it's a big family deal, mom and Rajveer together.
Nice.
So that's what's happening.
Can we have the next picture, please?
This is, I think,
this is your father and mother.
My mom and dad with my
With
two
your
sons,
sons.
Rajveer and Ravi. Kitne cute hai na dono.
So
this is again before he turned into a teenager. This photo is, I think my parents have taken the kids out to Mussoorie or something like that.
Do they often go on holidays with
No, very rare.
with
Very
your
rare,
parents?
very rare.
Very rare.
Yeah.
Can we have the next picture, please?
Oh, this is in London. My younger son Ranveer is a football fan. So we had gone to the Arsenal stadium and you can see he's trying to behave like Ronaldo. Not that Ronaldo plays for Arsenal, but he's trying to behave like that.
He's in the front, right?
He's the one in the front making that funny face.
That's amazing. Next picture, please. Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Where is this?
This is Scotland, Edinburgh. So
That's you and your wife?
Me and my wife, and scary. I'm looking like my father, man. Oh God, that's so scary. We first went to Edinburgh and from there we went to London.
So this was like a UK, Scotland trip.
Yeah, Scotland, Edinburgh and London. Basically Edinburgh and London.
That's lovely. Any other memory that you have from that holiday that you can share with us?
Happiness.
Well, thank you so much for sharing such lovely memories of your holidays, and those pictures are very lovely. We have a small gift hamper for you from Club Mahindra.
Wow, I would have never guessed. Thank you.
It is a big surprise for me too.
Yeah.
Here you go.
So thank you for having this conversation.
No, I had a lot of fun getting to know the person behind the shark. You're known as a shark, and you're on.
I'm still not used to that, to be honest. So I'm getting
every
used
time
to
you
it.
laugh when I say you're a shark.
Yeah,
but you are a shark.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. Just one last question.
Yes.
Now that you're here at this stage in life, is there any advice that you would like to give a young entrepreneur who is just starting? Maybe they are about to pitch an idea or they are working on a new idea. How to sort of make a balance, a work-life balance, to unwind?
I would say, don't take too much stress. हर चीज को इतना stress मत ले. Everything works out well in the end. Learn to enjoy a little. Everything is not about work. Spend time with your kids. Go to their parent-teacher meetings. That's my plan of action for 2025. Parent-teacher meetings attend करने का. And spend time with your loved ones, your friends, your family, all of that. And don't take everything so personally. Learn to unwind a bit and take holidays.
Take holidays.
Yeah.
That's a lovely advice. I really hope that anyone who's watching follows this.
I hope so.
It's very important to just take a break and unwind sometimes in between.
Yes.
And hustle as well.
Yes.
It should be a balance.
Yeah. So 90% work, 10% enjoy. Don't take it the other way around. 50-50 kar le. That won't work. So 90-10. Yeah.
But thank you so much for your time and for sharing such lovely memories and advice.
Thank you.
It was lovely chatting with you.
Likewise, such a good chat. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for our viewers who are watching, stay tuned and keep making magical memories.